What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to be running a very strong double grass backline for the Element Cup. Again, it is 3 times Stardust for the next week, so these battles are pretty quick, so if you need some extra Stardust, just hop in there and run some fun teams. Now, with our double grass, I will say Cacnea can easily be replaced, and I would suggest it with Pokemon maybe like Chikorita, for example, because Cacnea is very, very glass, but the Shadow Execute is very important on this team as the safe swap, and if you want to invest that extra Stardust to add on Ancient Power as the charge move, then by all means do it, but I just ran it with Confusion and Seed Bomb. We also have Ducklet with the Brave Bird today, so hope you guys enjoy. Alright, getting into the first battle, we have Ducklet on the lead versus Chinchou. This is a tough one. Obviously, we got to swap out right away, but this is why we have that double grass backline. We do see a Shadow Vulpix come in. And this is what's really cool about the Shadow Vulpix is I can safely shield and commit to this farm down. We are doing so much damage with Confusion that we just straight up delete the Vulpix. Now, it's different with a normal Vulpix, but Shadow, we can put in a lot of work. Now, obviously, if I had Ancient Power, this is the opportunity to throw it, and that's why they respect it and put up a shield right there, but we're going to be able to get to another Seed Bomb in time. But we have successfully taken Switch, and we're also putting the fear of the Ancient Power in there. Now, this is the cool thing here, is Ducklet can come in and tank a charge move. Wing Attack does so much super effective damage that we can easily let this go and save our shield for the Cacnea in order to close this game out. Seed Bomb is not going to be enough to take us out. We Confusion down, and now we're going to swap out right away into our Cacnea, and they decide to surrender. That is good game. Cacnea, Poison Sting, and Seed Bomb. It's very spammy. Alright, we got Pharaoh Seed here on the lead, so somewhat of a neutral lead. I think it only has access to steel charge moves, being Iron Head and Flash Cannon. But we're going to go ahead and bait with a Bubble Beam as they are deciding to stay in, and then we're going to look to land that Brave Bird. So we do get the shield, which is really nice, and I also don't want to get hit with the Flash Cannon. It's the little cup, or the 500 combat power, and I don't want to get hit with the charge move, so we're just going to go ahead and safely shield and now go for Brave Bird. This is a really good situation for us because we either get 2 shields or boom, we take out the Pharaoh Seed. So now we see a Chinchou come in, so we're going to swap out right away into our Execute, and we do see the Ducklet come in here. And this is tough. I thought, you know what, I think this might just be Bubble Beam, which it is, so I decided to let it go. But that could have easily been an Aerial Ace if I wasn't counting correctly. Aerial Ace is one more fast move than the Bubble Beam. So we do get a shield right there with Seed Bomb, and the Execute, hang on! With 1 HP and a Dream, and able to get off this Seed Bomb for that much needed neutral damage. Now obviously, what we have to do here is no shield this. This is probably going to be Brave Bird, and that's fine. The Chinchou in the back is going to go down to our Cacnea, so we're going to go ahead and farm down. And now we just got to throw that Seed Bomb, and Cacnea is an absolute glass cannon, everyone. It does so much damage. With Seed Bomb, it's actually impressive. You love to see it. Boom! See ya, Chinchou. Good job, Cacnea. Alright, moving to the next one, we have Ducklet versus Chinchou once again. I saw this a lot. We're going to go ahead and swap into the Execute, and in comes a Vulpix. Now, this time, notice that it's a normal Vulpix, and also notice that I'm going to have to give up 2 shields in order to commit to the farm down, but I also want to get a shield from them because I don't think I can fully farm down, so I'm going to go ahead and go for the Seed Bomb. Now, maybe I could have gotten away right there with 1 more Confusion to take it. No, I wouldn't have. They would have gotten to the fast move, so it was good that I got a shield there. I'm going to go ahead and give up a shield now on that Body Slam, and then look to go for Seed Bomb against whatever comes in. So we have successfully taken Switch, and we will see a Chikorita now come in. So this is, again, a good opportunity if you guys do have Ancient Power to be throwing that here, because that potential boost, that neutral damage, is so deadly in this matchup. And we're going to go ahead and give another Seed Bomb a go, as they will decide to shield it. Now, they can't farm us down. I mean, they could try to, but it'd be really close. So instead, they opt to go for the Body Slam here. And this is where we need to come in with that Ducklet. We're going to go ahead and tank the Grass Knot. This is going to hurt. It does a lot of neutral damage, but ultimately we have maintained Switch advantage. We're going to go ahead and swap in the Cacnea. And this is where things get dangerous. And remember how I said Cacnea is a glass cannon? Well, this Chinchou, my gosh. Boom! Resisted! damage, one-shots me. That's absolutely insane, and this is why, after doing that battle, I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to suggest a different grass-type Pokemon to them, so run Chikorita instead. But I tried Cacnea for the fun of it. It cost me like no Stardust. I just powered it up a couple times. It has Poison Sting and Seed Bomb. Now, we see a Slowpoke on the lead, so we're going to go ahead and swap out, and they bring in a Ducklet here, so we're going to go ahead and go for that Seed Bomb. We don't necessarily need switch advantage in this situation. What we really want is shield advantage and energy advantage. So they're going to get a bit greedy. They're going to go for the full farm down, and thankfully, my Shadow Execute right here is able to hang on and get off Seed Bomb number 2. This is huge because now I have 2 shields from them, and we have a Ducklet with 2 shields with the opportunity to hard farm down for energy. So we're going to go ahead and give up a shield. I think they might go for back-to-back Brave Birds right here. They have so much energy that I don't see why they wouldn't, because the win opportunity for them is me letting one go through. So they do, in fact, go for double Brave Birds, which is why we double shielded. We see them swap into Slowpoke, so I bank the, they kept the Ducklet alive, so I bank the Brave Bird, and now swap out into Cacnea here to go for the Seed Bomb, as it will, boom, one-shot that Slowpoke. Final Pokemon with Switch Clock being gone is going to be a Rowlet. So, we banked that Brave Bird right here. We're going to go ahead and go for it, and you love to see it. So it was very crucial that I banked that charge move. Boom! One shot's the Rowlet, and then we fast move down to Ducklet, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. These games are rapid and fast, so hope you guys enjoy it. All right, we got Chinchou now on the lead again. We're going to go ahead and swap out into the Execute, and they bring in, once again, a Ducklet here. Now, this is the tough situation. We do get to the Seed Bomb in time, and this should be forcing a shield from our opponent. I mean, they could let it go through, but yeah, they decide to shield. Now, I thought to myself, I think that was enough for Aerial Ace, so I let it go, but it was actually a Bubble Beam. So that actually paid off very, very well for me, and now they're going to be forced to throw number 2. And I thought, you know, like when a Pokemon swaps in, you always have to count for +1 there. And with the frame drops and whatnot, sometimes it's hard to keep track, but I thought, you know what, maybe they just had enough. So we're going to go ahead and now come in with our Ducklet. We haven't got switch advantage, but we do have even shields here with a lot of energy. So we're going to go ahead and shield the potential Brave Bird. Hopefully it's not a Bubble Beam. It is a Brave Bird, so that's a good shield right there. And now we can farm down. Now we're going to see that Chinchou come in right away, so we got to throw this. And the thing is, this still does like 50% HP from Chinchou, which is really nice. I wish it did as much as Thunderbolt did. But this is where things get scary. The Shadow Execute. I know I'm running it, and for good reason. It is so deadly, but my gosh, the confusion damage just deleted me right there. And unfortunately, I will not be able to survive this. I'm going to go ahead and shield, but that Chinchou has a good amount of energy. It still has a shield, so this is going to be a good game. I have to go for Bubble Beam for the shield bait, but ultimately, you and I both know that they're like 1 or 2 sparks away from Thunderbolt, so this is going to be a good game, very well played, as they will get off the charge move. So, good one right there. We have been doing well against Chinchous today, but ultimately, it is kind of tough to take it down, especially when you have a Ducklet facing off against it on the lead. All right, now we got a mirror fight here. This is going to be fun. This is like a game of chicken, just like Galarian Stunfisk matchups on the lead in the Great League. We're going to go ahead and... Who am I? I'm the Boomer! I got to throw the Brave Bird right away. You love to see it. Boom! One shot's the Ducklet. We see a Chikorita come in, so I'm going to go ahead and swap out right away, clearing the debuff there on my Ducklet and go for the Seed Bomb. And this is a Shadow Chikorita as well, which is why this confusion damage is just ramping up. We get a shield with Seed Bomb, and now we're going to go ahead and look to let this go. Body Slam is not going to be enough to one-shot us, so they're going to have to throw a second one because look at the... Nope, it's gone. Chikorita, see ya. Final Pokemon is a Bulbasaur, which is perfect. This is why I saved the Ducklet, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. All right, moving to the next one, we have Ducklet on the lead versus Chinchou. Again, this is all I saw today. We're going to go ahead and swap out into the Execute. They bring in their own shiny Shadow Execute to flex on me, and now we're going to go for Seed Bombs here. This is all we can do. Again, we don't have Ancient Power, but we just got to try to do as much damage as possible and hope that maybe we can take Switch, but they are ahead on energy, so I'm going to go ahead and ahead on health, so they're going to win the fast move fight, which is why they're deciding to basically double shield and farm me down. Now, this is still a unique situation where Ducklet could come in and survive one charge move and have to shield one. So I'm going to let the first one go through. I'm thinking, you know what, maybe they're like me and they just got seed bombs, which they do. And then the second one I'm shielding no matter what. I want to maintain the health on Ducklet here because I might need it for whatever's in the back. And thankfully, it was an Ancient Power that came in next, which is perfect. Now we will see the Chinchou come back in, so we're going to go ahead and swap into our Cacnea. They're going to throw the charge move right away. Mind you, I have PTSD from Thunderbolt, but I'm reading its Bubble Beam here as it wasn't enough energy. And they make a beautiful swap on the timing of my charge move. I'm like, come on now. A Seed Bomb is going to get hit on Oddish. But the thing is, this Oddish is Shadow with Razor Leaf, so it doesn't matter what typing you are. This Oddish is just going to shred you apart left, right, and center. It's like Shadow Victory Bell to Great League is Shadow Razor Leaf Oddish to the little cup. We get deleted right there, and that is going to be a good game, very well played. This team was so much fun to use. I would suggest a different grass instead of Cacnea, unless you just want to try it like I did for the fun, but you don't need those second charge moves. You may want it. You definitely want it on Ducklet. If I'm being honest, Ducklet has been a consistent Pokemon through all the little cups over the season, so it's worth having that double moveset. And then Shadow Execute might actually be worth the Stardust for the Ancient Power, but it is up to you. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Try a double grass line as it's very strong in this meta, and like always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.